How's it going, guys? I hope you are good. In today's video I'm going to talk about something that is pretty interesting and polemic. The topic that will be addressed is whether ChatGPT should be banned or not in schools or universities.
I'm getting tired of you guys using ChatGPT to respond to my discussion posts. You're supposed to use your brains. How will you ever learn if you just use robots all the time? You're all gonna work for me. You're gonna have no jobs.
Honestly, when I watched this video, I laughed. Later, I switched to reflective mode because it is true that if the following generations will have these kind of tools, they'll have to learn how to work with them. At least, for me sounds coherent. But at the same time, if human being thinks less due to these tools, that basically makes everything, and at the time of doing something, our ability to reason will diminish. The truth is that AIs can't be ignored. I'm going to focus on ChatGPT mostly because it's the most known between students, and it is capable of writing cogent essays, solving science and math problems, and producing working computer code. It sounds like the perfect tool for a student. Cheating is the immediate practical fear, along with the bot's propensity to spit out wrong or misleading answers. But there are existential worries too. I know the story of one high school teacher that used ChatGPT to evaluate a few of his students' papers, and that the app had provided more detailed and useful feedback on them than he would have in a tiny fraction of time. It won't work. It won't. You can't ban ChatGPT because it's a tool that makes easier everything. If you have to go to A and you have the long and the short path, which one would you choose? It's anti-natural not to choose ChatGPT as a tool, but there is something important to clarify. You must have the necessary knowledge to know that where you arrived is indeed A and not another place. In other words, ChatGPT facilitates a task for you as long as you have the knowledge to ensure that the final work is correct. Otherwise, it is of no use. ChatGPT can be teachers' best friend. AIs can be a tool for teachers by finding ways to explain things in creative ways. For example, a teacher who wants to explain the Doppler effect may choose to use the same form she has been using all her years as a teacher, or she may look for new ideas in ChatGPT. ChatGPT can also help teachers save time preparing for class, for example, by using ChatGPT to generate quizzes or to structure the classes. ChatGPT teaches students about the world they'll inhabit. Despite being a technology freak, there's something in me that doesn't want to see people's creative abilities diminished. If a kid is asked to write a story and they just ask ChatGPT to do it, they are like missing something important, that is the creative process of creating something. I also don't believe that educators who are reflexively opposed to ChatGPT are being irrational. This type of AI really is disruptive to classroom routines, to long-standing pedagogical practices, and to the basic principle that the work students turn in should reflect cogitation happening inside their brains, rather than in the latent space of a machine learning model hosted on a distant supercomputer. Whether we like it or not, these technologies are going to improve, especially because they bring value to people and make things easier. However, like any drastic change in the world, you have to accept it and adapt to it or die trying. Conclusion: I believe schools should thoughtfully embrace ChatGPT as a teaching aid, one that could unlock students' creativity, offer personalized tutoring, and better prepare students to work alongside AI systems as adults. The reality is that all this is pretty new. AIs have existed for a long time, but such an exponential growth was not expected or at least not by people who are not familiar with the subject. What I want to say is that we must have a spectator attitude, but not ignore them. Of course that there are more points to consider, so I'd be glad if you comment your thoughts. I hope you liked this video and click the subscribe and like button. See you next time.